A very good morning, students. How are you? Hope you all are fine at your place. Now I am again here with the part 4 video of the computer malware, chapter number 6. So for further we will move to our presentation slides. This one is our quick recap video, part 4, the computer malware. Okay, so here first topic is malware. A malware is a malicious software, or it is a piece of software that was written with the intent to damaging devices, stealing the data, and generally causing a mash. Okay, it is a general term used to refer any software which cause to damage the computer information or the system. Okay, ransomwares, viruses, trojanwares, spywares are some different kind of malwares. The next is computer virus. The full form of virus is Vital Information Resource under siege. Basically, computer viruses are not the biological viruses. A computer virus is one type of malware that insert its virus code to multiply itself by altering the programs and applications. The computer get infected through the application of malicious codes. These viruses has the ability to replicate and execute themselves, means the virus creates its own copy and spread to all over the system. Basically, they can attach themselves to other programs. Okay. Now we are discussing about different types of computer virus. Here, time bomb virus, boot sector virus, stealth virus, macro virus, trojans and worms. Now we will discuss about these all viruses one by one in quick method. Okay, here number one virus is worms. So these are very sophisticated viruses with the ability to spread very quickly, means these viruses can spread very quickly. Basically, these viruses does not cause direct harm to your system, but they keep on replicating themselves very quickly to occupy the disk space through the network. Okay. The next is Trojan virus. So basically, Trojans are the destructive programs that hide their intention as they appear to be very useful. Means the viruses that shows very useful, but the main effect of these viruses to harm our system. These type of viruses often enters in the system as an email attachment with fascinating names, forcing your computer to open them. Okay. Now some examples of Trojan viruses are Gears, Beast, Back Orifice, Black Hole, Employee Kit, Flashback, Trojans, Netburst, etc. The next is worm. These type of viruses remains inactive and undeleted in the system for a long time and wait for a specific event or date to trigger. Means these viruses remains inactive for a long time and do the harm to your computer system to a particular date or particular time. Some of the basic example of worm viruses are Friday 13th virus, Beta, Israeli, etc. Okay. Now the next virus is boot virus. These type of viruses infect the master boot record, that is MBR, of the hard disk drive, or DOS boot record, that is DBR. Means these type of viruses infect two type of records, MBR and DBR. Okay. Now every time system is booted with an infected hard disk or a compact disk, so these viruses become active and start infecting the stored data. Means when you start our system, as many as you start your system, these viruses get spread. Okay. The next is stealth viruses. These type of viruses are capable of changing their appearance by changing their codes. Means every time it changed their appearance, as you have shown in the figure here. Here it has the red color and now it changes its structure or its appearance. This way they can hide their existence from the antivirus program. Okay. Now the next is macro virus. The main target of area of these viruses is data files of our system. Means macroviruses basically infect our data files, okay? Wherever we work with the applications like Microsoft Word files, MS Excel files, we save some important data in the shape of files. So the main purpose of macrovirus is to create the harm to our data files. The next is how the virus spread in our computer system. There are different ways through which the virus can spread in our system, but some of these commons are through the infected medias like pen drives, hard disks, DVDs. Here hard disk means external hard disk, okay? DVDs at all. By clicking on the suspicious pop-up ads. Many times we have seen that when we are working on the internet or when we are working over the internet, most of the ads are called the pop-up ads. If we click on that ads, then we will move to the malicious sites, or our system get infected with the virus through the infected email attachment. Many times we click on the attachment that comes through the email. So it is the main source to infect our system with the computer virus. Next is downloading or working on the other malicious sites. If we have a site issue on the computer, or if we working on a site that shows us the downloading of different things, and we can download that, so our computer also get affected to working on these malicious sites, okay? Now the next is preventing system from computer virus. Means how can we prevent our computer system with the computer virus? Number 1, install antivirus malware softwares. Means install antivirus malware software means every time we will install our system with the antivirus or the malware softwares. Keep your system antivirus up to date. Means we should always keep up to date antivirus in our computer system. Run regularly schedule scan with your antivirus software. Means we have to schedule scan. We have to perform schedule scan of antivirus in our computer system. Think before you click. Means when we click on the internet, then we have to think before clicking on that particular link. The next is keep your personal information safe. Means no need to save the data or save it permanently on your computer system. Backup your files. You always have to create the backup of your files in any external hard disk or in any other medias. Use multiple strong passwords. We have to insert number of strong passwords that can be unbreakable by the other person, okay? Now the next topic is antivirus. Antivirus software are the utilities which prevent the virus to enter in the computer system. Means these are defined as the softwares used to prevent, detect and remove all sorts of malwares, okay? These are the memory resident programs that get activated as soon as the system is started. Basically it checks all the files in the computer system, and in case any virus is detected, it removed by the antivirus, okay? Antivirus is just like a medicine for your computer system. Some of the common or popular antiviruses are Avast, AVG, Quick Heal, McAfee, Norton, Penicillin, Quick Heal, etc. Okay. Now the next topic is phishing. So the question is, what is a phishing attack? Basically, a phishing is a type of social engineering attack often used to steal your data, including the login credentials and credit card numbers. Means it is also a kind of attack. It is also a kind of attack that include login credentials. Means the data or the ID or password fraudulent process to collect some secret information from the user like credit card numbers and net banking passwords or account data or details etc. Okay, with the help of an authentic looking email. For example, you may receive an email from your bank asking to update your information regarding your ID and your password. Okay, the mail which appears to be look like genuine mail sent by the bank, it actually a fraudulent mail which collects the sensitive information from your site, and it comes under the cybercrime. Now the next topic is pharming. So what is a pharming? A pharming is a form of online fraud involving the malicious code and fraudulent website. Means it is just like the phishing. This is also used to collect the secret information from the user, which can be used for the unethical purpose. Cyber criminals install the malicious code on your computer or server. The code automatically directs you to bogus website without your knowledge or the consent. Okay, unlike phishing, wherein an authentic looking email is sent to the user, in this process the user is presented with an authentic looking fake web page, like an online banking web page, on which when the user provides its ID or password, so the information collected by the unauthorized person, which is a kind of fraudulent purpose. Means when you insert your personal information related to your credit card and your debit card to a web page, but that web page is created by the unauthorized person or a fraudulent person, so your information or your credentials get lost. So it is a kind of pharming.